Yep. All right. Let's rank this match. So I'm getting a strong feeling that we should at least start in the middle at the WLC.
Yep.
Yes, always start at WLC.
Is this match a good match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
it
think
is.
this is a good match.
Yeah, this is a
I
good
think
match.
it is our new number 7. I mean, when I was watching it, like at the end, I was like, okay, where do I want to rank this? And I immediately went to our list, and I was like, it's better than WLC, and that's it. And I don't know if anyone else will go along with me on that, but I think it's our number 7, and that's it.
See, this is the way the list is set up. I'd say it's either number 7 or it's number 4, which doesn't make any sense. But because I could see it being number 7, because I definitely think I think it's definitely above everything 7 and below. But then, I kind of question the other 3 matches. The Sarah Del Rey versus Kana match, Suzuki Mecha Mummy, and the Empty Arena match. Each of those have aspects that I like better than this match. Like Suzuki Mecha Mummy, I mean, just hilarious and creative and fun to watch. And I didn't have to cringe and worry for someone's life while I was watching that match. Sarah Del Rey versus Kana had a better technical wrestling, better like pure wrestling match. And the Empty Arena match was just Terry Funk being a master character and presence. But I can also see this, just the energy and these two just going at each other. It's just like a really interesting spectacle to watch, and it's got a lot of energy, and that's why I can also see it being like above all those. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I can see this match being at number 3 at most, and at least I feel like this match has to be above Sarah Del Rey and Kana. Not taking away from Sarah Del Rey and Kana, that's obviously a great match as well, but like this match is just quick, watchable. There's like 3 or 4 spots, they're all extremely memorable. The commentary is fantastic. It's, I don't know, it just makes me happy to watch it in a weird way. Like I don't get into deathmatch wrestling that much, but because I know Samoa Joe and because Necro Butcher has such a cool, unique look that he just looks perfect for whatever he's doing, that this match is like a perfect combination of those two people making this match.
Yeah, I really, what you said earlier about it being something you like just watch and enjoy. Like it as long as you as long as you can tolerate, the brutality of it, it is like a good comfort food match because it just goes. I'd say 7 or 6. That makes sense to me. Who hasn't talked about it yet? Hank, did you say anything about it yet?
No, I'm like short-circuiting over here.
You're not sure which one?
You
or,
think it should be number 1, right? It's number 1. We're going to move it up to number 1.
Like, that's the thing is, like, I'm going up this list, and honestly, there's elements of this match that I could conceivably see, but not agree with it getting, who said number 4? Because I can kind of see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I said 4 or 7, and that, because there, like I said, there are aspects of those 3 matches where I kind of like the whole of this better than, but then the really strong parts of those matches might outshine it.
Because, like, number 4, Jerry Lawler versus Terry Funk, number 5, Suzuki versus Mecha Mummy, and number 6, Sarah Del Rey versus Kana. Those are all more personal wrestling matches than you're going to see normally. Like, Jerry Lawler and Terry Funk, it's still, like, on a big broadcast. It was on TV, but, like...
A large audience watched it, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 guys in an arena. Like, it's weird and
but
it's
technically
different.
nobody watched it.
Right.
Except Lance.
We'll get back to that. Suzuki versus Mecha Mummy. It's like, it's weird. It's like a Suzuki passion project or something. And then Sarah Del Rey, obviously, it's like, it's in more league with this match in terms of like audience, literal audience, and like turn up. So like 4, 5, and 6, like they're kind of grouped together for me in that weird way. And then like Onita, Atlantis, Danielson, like all those matches up, like it's kind of a different league.
That's a different tier, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if we're gonna start a tiers list,
Yeah.
At some point, we're gonna.
it's definitely better than 8. It's definitely better than the Fish Market Street fight.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and like Hornswoggle and El Torito, that's our
Yeah,
border
it's
between
basically
good and bad
it's our
matches.
barometer.
The commentary in this is better than the one in WLC.
Yeah.
God, commentary in any match is gonna be better. But like, part of me is like, man, Hornswoggle versus El Torito is really good.
So you would put it at 8 potentially?
I don't like it's that like that's the thing I'm tripping up on is Hornswoggle and El Torito against Samoa Joe and Necro Butcher isn't comparing apples to oranges. It's comparing apples to like Lovecraftian horror. It's like
Well, that
they're the two sides of the spectrum.
if,
It is
if you're comparing those two, it really is like personal, like your personal opinion at that point, right?
yeah, they're
Right.
both hardcore matches, but Hornswoggle and El Torito is a comedy hardcore match with unlimited funds. Basically, they got to buy miniature hardcore versions of weapons.
Yeah.
Whereas
They got to buy-
Necro Butcher and
They hired miniature versions of people.
right, which is. And then Necro Butcher and Joe is just like anybody could have done this match, and it's great.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I guess
So-
you could look at it that way. Anyone could be a dummy for Samoa Joe to do moves on.
right,
But
it's,
I don't want to
Yeah,
take that away. I think that's too reductive.
But would anyone be able to do it in the way that Necro did?
right. It's like
He sells
anybody
really
could
well.
have done it, but these are the people that did it, and after they did it, I don't think anyone else wants to even recreate that. I mean, there's some
Right.
people, but like this, just to do this, oh god, I'm spinning out of control.
If you had
Yeah.
to take,
I think-
if you had to take one spot from this match, out of the forehead spots, the guardrail, and let's say, what was one of the other brutal ones?
Joe slapping.
The slapping.
slapping.
Yeah. Which one would you take?
Can I take when Joe hit his leg on the ramp?
No, you have to do one of those 4. No, let's take away the Joe slapping. You got to do the guardrail or one of the 2 forehead. It's got to be the guardrail then. That's too easy. Because the foreheads are the ones that are the worst.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here it is. You either have to take one of those forehead spots or every other spot in the match.
I would probably do every other spot. I
think
wouldn't
I could
want to
take,
smash my forehead.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to smash my forehead either.
I think I could take the forehead spot.
Which one?
Either, but only one.
I think the power slam is probably better. Less vertical
thing.
distance.
Here's the thing: I have a very thick skull, and this is a fact.
Are you Samoan?
I have. I am
No, cut
Pacific
that,
Islanders.
Cut that.
So
Cut that. Wait, I gotta mark that. Everyone clap. Everyone clap. All right, good. I gotta cut that.
It's cool. I am of Pacific Island descent, but I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about that. That was for me.
3,
That's
2.
just But honestly, like I think, like I've taken some bad hits to the head and been fine. I think maybe not the I keep saying the guardrail one, the apron one.
The
but
apron one.
I think I could take the botched power slam, and then like take the next day off.
Yeah, not wrestle 90 minutes later.
Is this all right? This match is better than Hornswoggle versus El Torito.
I go with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go officially with 7. Yeah, I think it takes the Hornswoggle El Torito spot.
Yeah. I agree.
I would argue for 6, but I'll take 7.
I could see 6. I could see 6 too. Yeah.
I could even see 5.
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
5.
like, yeah, me
Okay,
too.
well, 5 is a tough one for
could-
me because Suzuki versus Mekamami is really good.
Yeah,
It
I could see 6, but no higher. I could see 6.
Yeah, I think the problem is that Necro and Joe, it's brief and impactful, and it like you can recall every point of the match and it sticks in your head. Problems we've mentioned with the Del Rey and Kana matches, it's just moves, so nothing really sticks to you. But I still enjoyed a lot of the technicality of that match. There were still some brutal kicks and submission transitions in that match that wasn't in this one.
Yeah.
Is there a single like
Wrestling
grapple,
move?
really?
I mean, there are suplexes.
Right, but like I mean like a grapple. Does anyone do a abdominal stretch? Does anything
No,
like that happen?
no abdominal stretches.
And there's no tie up or anything. It's just go.
But that's the kind of thing about professional wrestling is like you have to compare brawlers to grapplers, and you could make the argument that technical grappling is harder than being a brawler, but it's also really hard to pull off brawling and make it look good, and Necro makes it look very good.
Yeah.
And Joe's finishing sequence looks really good.
And the crowd is like really into it. Like these two guys are super over with that crowd, and just the energy just huge throughout the match. And that's the major mark against Del Rey and Kana is that Kana especially is kind of an unknown quantity, it seemed like, in that match. And the crowd was respectful, but not as into the match or as hyped for that match as this crowd was for this.
Yeah.
I could see 6, yeah.
Yeah. I think 6 is good, and then Sarah Del Rey Kana becomes our new benchmark match.
Ooh.
Nah, it's always going to be WLC.
Yeah.
Or will it be? Or will it always be WLC?
Yeah.
It will be.
No, I agree.
WLC still,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Number 6. Maybe if like Sarah Del Rey and Kana had a third rope, but you know, it's really
yeah.
not classy.
All right. Number 6.
Yeah, I think real quick, I think the thing that really puts it over the edge for me is this isn't just two guys brawling. Joe does have like that indie like I don't know how to
Superstar.
yeah, he has like those strikes, those knees, that power bomb. He's putting more into this match than it would have been than like a random CZW death match or tournament of death match. Like
There is an air of legitimacy to Samoa Joe's strikes.
yes,
Like he looks like
And
a fighter,
Necro.
and Necro Butcher is the perfect, like,
He's the perfect punching bag.
yes,
like this match is the epitome of like two guys that like I bet I could beat him up. Like you hear about a guy who Necro seems like the guy that heard Joe like trains in jiu-jitsu and he's like, I bet I could beat him. And then he like just has one too many, and they just met outside a bar, and there happened to be a ring there and a guardrail and a really hard floor.
It's like, I can take him. I was whatever a low-level belt in karate is, a brown belt or whatever.
Yellow.
Yellow.
All right. Number 6, Samoa Joe versus Necro Butcher.
Yeah, put it in
IWA. Was it Mid-South? Let's just say
Yeah.
IWA. Yes.
IWA Mid-South.
That was easy.